Rightio, kia ora folks. This video will show you how to take an image from a search on Google Chrome, get that image into Inkscape, and then clean it up and save it ready for importing into the laser cutter. Rightio, so the first thing I need to do is go to your Google Chrome, and I'm going to click on images up here. So the thing that I've found with using images on Inkscape and with the laser cutter, the images that work best are silhouette images. So we're going to work with those to start with. So I'm just going to search for an image. I'm just going to search panda silhouette. Okay, and that's going to bring up a whole lot of options for me. I'll just click the first one that I've got here. Doesn't really matter. But you can see on this image, actually, it's a good example, but it's quite blurry. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to right click on the image and save the image as, and that's going to bring up your window here. I'm just going to save it to the desktop, call it panda. You can see that the type, where it says save as type, is a JPEG image. You need to make sure when you're doing this that it does say JPEG image or a PNG or GIF. So those are the three types that will work with what we're trying to do. Okay, so once I click save, that'll save that and bring it up into a downloads bar along the bottom here. So we've got two options now. What we can do, the first option is what we can do is we can either make sure that we've got our Inkscape window open here. So this is it here. This is my Inkscape program. What I can do is just click and drag that image from the downloads bar, hover it over the Inkscape tab down the bottom, and then drag and drop it into the middle of my page. That'll just bring up this box here. You need to make sure that it says embed in here. It just means that it's taking it from the internet. I click OK, and that'll drop my panda image in there. I'm just going to show you the other way and delete that one. If I go back to my downloads bar here and click my little upside down triangle and show in folder, I'm just going to check that it is actually on my desktop here, which is good. The other way I can do that is go to Inkscape and go File, Open, and I can actually open the file straight from the desktop where I saved it to. So I can just go here, find the file, and open, and that's again going to bring up your embed box here. Click OK, and we'll have, okay, it's actually opened it in another window. That's helpful. Anyway, doesn't matter, we've still got our Inkscape open. Right, so as you can see, the image is quite blurry. The blur in this image is, when we're talking about that in design terms, that's called noise. So what we want to try and do is we want to try and minimize as much noise on the image as we can. So I need to make sure that my image is selected, and I can see that I've got these arrows around the outside. I'm going to go up to my menu at the top here to path, and then the third option down is called trace bitmap. So a bitmap is another name for the image that's been imported in here. That's going to bring up this menu. So I don't play around with any of the settings here. They're all pretty standard, and it seems to work well for what we want to do. So don't worry about playing around with those. If I just click OK, in the preview window, you can see all of the noise that it's going to get rid of. So that's quite a bit. So we're actually doing quite a good job here. If I close that box now, I've actually got two images here. So if I click and drag one over, it's going to give me a second image. And you can see now the difference between the two. This silhouette image of the panda is a lot clearer, and the lines are a lot sharper than our original image. This is going to make it a lot easier to get a better quality finish when we come to laser cutting. Okay, so now I can delete my old image and then drag this back into my window. Right, so that's all I'm going to show in this video. The next video I will show you where you can look at is taking this image and exporting that in two different, or exporting it as a bitmap image and then bringing it into laser cutting. Okie dokie.